I don't really need a new friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though, wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone not afraid to give it all to me. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden, are gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. You're not really looking for a friend, so at the top for me. Never thought that loving would be easy, but it's all for free. Won't cost the
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, A Clean House with Muddy Boots. It's a new year and today is my first video for 2023. The theme for today's video is let's see how much stuff I can get done before I have to go to work. So this video is comprised of a couple different days of me trying to accomplish certain tasks in between the time of when my kids have gone to school and I have to go to work. Starting off this day with laundry, the never-ending chore, as well as tidying up our upstairs and vacuuming. Since both my husband and I work full-time jobs, our time is pretty constrained. And I think there's a little bit of guilt that has to do with it too. I think when after working a full day, we feel guilty taking time away from the kids to do some cleaning, whether it's folding laundry or cleaning the kitchen. But then we also feel guilt when we don't tackle those cleaning projects and spend time with the kids because then the house starts to fall apart. And it's just that constant battle. So one thing I try to do is I try to get at least one thing done before going to work. Whether it's a big thing, whether it's a small thing, it really depends on what my motivation is, and my energy level for that day. But that's one thing that I try to do. So that's what this video is just me picking a task that I'm going to get done in between that time when the kids have gone to school and I have to go to work. Sometimes it's going to be a bigger task. Sometimes it's going to be just throwing in a load of laundry or vacuuming a room or cleaning off a counter. Whatever can help later on in the evening so that I don't have to have that guilt, which is just constant. And I feel like a lot of other parents can relate with me about the guilt of your time being constantly pulled in many different directions. And it's hard to know what to prioritize. But yeah, so I'm just in my youngest's room right now, quickly changing the sheets, and then I'm going to do some vacuuming.
it's yours, worth the try. Oh, this is the real thing. I'm down if you're down, boy. Get next to me, get next to me. All that I want is to get next to you, get next to you. Not asking for much, but it feels like the two of us are golden, are gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to you, get next to you. Get next to me, get next to me. Feels like the two of us are golden, are gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am golden, I'm golden. Feels like the two of us are golden, are gold, you see. We'll do you good, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good, cause I am gold, I'm golden.
Oh no, anxiety creeps up on me. Is this how it's supposed to feel? Tell me when it's over, I got someplace that I gotta be. It won't leave. My friends say, get out of your comfort zone, it's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home, your name is written in the sky. it's another lie. Remember you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say something, but there's a word. I try to justify my actions, less reactions, heartbeat raising. Oh, it doesn't work. The doctor says take some pills, but this is not how it's supposed to feel. Upside down and in and out, I guess I have to take a break. Get out of your comfort zone, it's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home, your name is written in the sky. It might feel just like you're on your own, but baby, it's another lie. Remember you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say
So here we are on another day where my main goal was to come down here and clean out the dishwasher. Our dishwasher is used constantly. I mean, we're like doing 2 loads a day. I don't know how we make so many dishes. I try to, we try to be on it. My husband, I feel like, is constantly loading the dishwasher, and I don't know where all these dishes come from. Like, there must be elves in the night making meals and just dirtying dishes. But back to my point. It is a rare moment when our dishwasher has nothing in the queue that needs to be put in. And it's those moments that I like to take advantage of because I need to go in there and clean out the filter and run a cleaning cycle. Because there's nothing worse than seeing that your dishwasher needs to be cleaned out and seeing a whole pile of dishes that need to be washed, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm not waiting that hour or 2 hours for my dishwasher to go through a cleaning cycle before I load these dishes again. So when I see that rare opportunity pop up where I'm like, oh, there's nothing that needs to go in the dishwasher's done, I'm going to take advantage of that. And our dishwasher gets dirty so quickly because we use it so much. And it's not necessarily that we're not rinsing before we're putting stuff in the dishwasher, because we do. And a lot of times things will soak a lot longer than they need to just because of pushing things off and not necessarily wanting to do them. So I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's just because of how much we're using our dishwasher. So before I do that, I'm actually just doing a quick tidy of our kitchen. And then I didn't get it on film, but I was scrubbing down our youngest's high chair, which I'm just cleaning the tray for it right now. We actually decided that he doesn't need to be in the high chair anymore, and he's going to join his brothers at the counter or at the dining room table when we have family dinners. So that was a nice little upgrade for him. So I'm just giving the whole high chair a really good scrub down before we put it into storage in case we need it again in the future. I mean, I guess that could bring me to my first question for everyone, which would be, what do you decide to hold on to? And like, do you give yourself a time frame for how long you would hold on to it before you get rid of it? Like, let's say something doesn't necessarily have a sentimental value, but it could be useful in certain events. So like this high chair, if we end up having another child, I've had this high chair for all 3 of my boys. It makes sense to hold on to it in case we have another one. Space is slowly getting limited. There's a lot of things that I'm holding on to, and not necessarily things that are related to kids. I mean, we have like 3 old computers just sitting downstairs. And I know that really the only thing of value on a computer is the hard drive. And I think like if we were to go in and take out the hard drive, it would be a lot less space. But do you guys give yourself time frames for how long you hold on to things? And is there like a specific checklist that you maybe have in your head on whether or not you hold on to something or get rid of it or maybe try to sell it? My husband and I actually used to be really huge pack rats. We would keep literally everything, just because you never know. The queen might come and we would need something, or who knows, like 5 years down the road, we might need to use this. Like we would keep everything, and the house was just not functional anymore. You throw in kids and then all the stuff that comes with kids on top of all the stuff we saved before kids, like we had to do something about it. So it was a really long process and we got rid of a lot of stuff. But I mean, we're nowhere near living that minimalist lifestyle, nor do I really want to. I mean, it's nice to think about like less stuff, then the less stuff you have to clean and like everything has a spot. But I mean, we just have way too many hobbies and way too many interests to be able to live that lifestyle. And I think I've come to terms with that. But I think right now, what I try to think about is, do I see myself using this in a year or 2 years? And does it have a general place in the house? If its general place is in a bin somewhere and I might not think about it for a couple years, I mean, we had a couple bins in our garage that was full of stuff from when we moved. And I think it was like 6 or 7 months later, I brought them in and I'm just like, we aren't missing anything that's in these bins. So, like, I'll have a quick glance through it, but I'm pretty sure most of the stuff from these bins is going to leave the house because I don't even think we questioned what was in them. So, I just try to keep that in mind. I mean, it's really hard to get rid of stuff because you always are constantly thinking about like who gave it to you, how much money you spent on it. I try to be thrifty so that when it does come to that, it's like, oh, like we didn't really spend that much on it, so it's easier to get rid of. But I don't know. I understand the struggle. It's hard. It's hard to get rid of something that your like hard-earned money went into it or your time to get it, or maybe you got it thinking it would have like a specific purpose and it wasn't actually fulfilling that purpose. Like, I get that. Things like that are tough. Back to what's going on in the video. Here I am actually emptying out the dishwasher from the previous load, and then I'm going to take the rack out and I'm actually going to give it a good deep clean. I mean, if you guys haven't cleaned your dishwasher or aren't aware that the filter does need to be cleaned out, I mean, stay tuned. The filter gets pretty gnarly and it's actually really easy to clean. Like, once you do it once, you're good to go.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Undressed when it's cold, and don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, I just wonder.
So once I was done cleaning out the dishwasher, I just put in a fresh tablet and then ran the cleaning cycle and then headed off to work. That would bring us to another day where I decided I wanted to tackle the fridge. I wanted to do a fridge clean out. Specifically, I was picking up a grocery order after I was done work that evening, so I wanted to make sure that the fridge was all cleaned out so that it would just make it easier for when the new groceries came in. And it was a fairly big grocery shop that I was picking up today, so there was a lot of stuff that we had run out of. So I figured it was just a really good time to just give the fridge a good once over. And there was a couple things that I found in there that definitely needed to be thrown out, which was good. And I mean, a nice clean fridge is just, I don't know, I just love how it looks I hate when I open up my fridge and there's like a spilled thing of jam or sauce or it just has like a funky smell. I love a nice clean refrigerator.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You do it right. Hold me tight when I need it. And you always like what I like we know each other. But sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Don't you get it? Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes.
So I will say that I have done fridge deep cleans before where I've taken out all these shelves as well as all these bins and done like a full deep clean. I was a bit on a time constraint on this day and it didn't seem very necessary. The fridge wasn't overly dirty. So I just did like a quick wipe down of all the shelves and the places that I could reach based off of kind of what I was doing. And I worked from top to bottom. So as like crumbs fell, they would fall to like lower layers and then I would make sure to get it all. But as I am finishing up the fridge here, that will bring us to the end of today's video of me getting random tasks done throughout the house before heading to work. Just kind of the hour in between when my kids go to school and I have to go into work of just trying to get something done to make my life a little easier when I get home from work. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate, but at the end of the day, I'm kind of exhausted and sometimes I'd rather use my like free time when their kids are asleep to do something fun like a video game or watch a TV show rather than cleaning. I mean, yes, I have a channel that's based on cleaning, but I wouldn't say that that's my all-time favorite thing to do. It's just something that needs to get done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Leave a comment down below if you're new. I hope I was able to motivate you or maybe even give you some inspiration to do some tasks around your home. If you did like this video, I do invite you to subscribe to my channel down below. I put out videos on cleaning motivation, cleaning routines, organizing, decluttering, and just overall mom life messes. I hope everyone has had an amazing start to the year of 2023. And until next time, bye!
I'm so tired